This message is for all of my ladies out there. There will be a time in every woman's life, at least in the US, where you're going to wake up to the fact that you've been sold an absolute lie. And this time will likely occur after you have your first child or as you're approaching the age of 40. The closer you get, the closer you come to this realization. Why? It's because after you have your first child and when you get older, all of a sudden you enter a different bracket of society. You go from being a maiden who is really enjoying life and out there doing creative things, pursuing your career, getting your education, all the things that are valuable, right? To being someone who's absolutely forgotten by society. After I had my first kid, I realized that even though I had spent years planning for this decision, I knew that I would always have kids. And so I became an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade. And so even with the planning, and I have an amazing, gracious husband, partner, who also helps me, regardless of that, I am still amazed at the zero level of support that I am given and that all my fellow moms out there are given. Because even though society says being a mom is one of the most important things that you can do, we cherish mothers, we cherish babies' lives. You will learn that that is all fake. You will learn that there is almost zero support for your mental, emotional, physical health. Okay, cool. You will learn that early childhood daycare for those women who want to return back to the workforce, to their careers that they spend most of their young years building, or their businesses that they spend many years building. You'll find that early childhood daycare is basically unaffordable and not very good. Not very good. And I won't even mention the other dangers out there, which you all know of. And so what do we do, ladies? You get angry, you get upset, but you get even. And this is what came so profoundly to me. We are the more powerful gender. We are the more powerful half of the whole. Without us, they ain't nothing. And if you're interested, because TikTok only gives me 3 minutes now, I will leave another video of how we're getting even, because it's our time to rise. We need to help each other.
Okay, now what she said there is interesting, and I'm sure it resonates with a lot of mothers and wives. Because there comes a time when you have that feeling of, who am I? And you go through that phase when you would have had your children and that identity crisis, and you feel like you're not worthy. But I'll say this before I continue to the next video, because I believe in positive reinforcements, and the message is very enlightening. Now listen, you deserve everything good in life, ladies. Everything. Every positive gesture, every positive action, you deserve. You may not be owed anything, which we understand as human beings. There might not be an obligation to fulfill your wants and needs. We get that. However, ladies, you should always, and I'll emphasize on the always, strive to attain a quality of life that clearly speaks to your purpose. Always. And remember, self-preservation is key to a wholesome existence. With self-preservation comes self-discovery and self-awareness.
Okay, so this is how we're going to get even. First, I want you to just be conscious of the structures set in place to belittle you as a woman of a certain age, as a mom, to make you feel less than, to make you just blindly consume, to make you feel not as good as the men in your life because you look different, you feel different, you're getting older, you have all of the stress from taking care of the family and the emotional weight of that. I want you just to be conscious of it, but not to let anyone know that you're conscious of it, because I like this stealth version. Tell me what you think about this. I love this idea that there is just a secret resistance of women who are awakened to their power and who know that they have influence over every man in their life, over every person in their life, but definitely men. And these women are conscious and awake and powerful. And we are running this biatch, okay? Because the divine feminine is very powerful. This is the time of the divine feminine. She is rising. And also, the divine masculine over here, you know the whole purpose of the divine masculine? It's to serve the divine feminine. That is the whole reason for existence, is to serve the divine feminine. So women, ladies, people who identify as women, we need to wake up to this. And if you're a man watching this, you need to support this as well. Here's what I suggest. Instead of getting angry, let's get even. Feel your feelings and all that, but then let's get even. I want you to own your power of influence over people in your life. Even if you're like, oh, my husband, he'll never listen to me. No. You influence. You don't tell, you don't yell, you influence. Cultivate and curate your powers of influence, because this is how we change everything. And it starts first with you. It starts first with your partner. It starts first with your family. We need to make the men in our lives accountable for their role in this divine masculine agreement. They need to be better providers. They need to be able to support us in a way that allows us to not suffer, allows us to be radiant. When you can get this down, you will have justice.
As always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom, and we'll talk. See you in the next one.